Hey guys, it's Timara. I'm back with another video. Happy Easter! Happy Easter. Today's video, I'm basically just going to be getting ready to go to my kitchen and eat, but I'm also going to tell you guys a little bit about my spiritual journey and how my life has changed tremendously within these last 6 months of me prioritizing my spirituality. By no means am I going to start preaching to you and telling you you need to do this to live out this. This is exactly just what I did. Everything is bigger than us, you know what I'm saying? It's like a Sims game. We can't see what the other characters are doing, but God can, and he only wants you to be around people with good character and people that are beneficial for you. So yeah, if you're excited to see how your girl went from this to this, then just keep watching. God has always been with me and been a part of my family, but my family wasn't the type to like, we gotta go to church every Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Like, we didn't go to church like that. Things have definitely unfolded for me in a positive way. And I just want to share that with you guys. I'm not going to preach to you like, God is the best. You need to do this. You need to do that. But I'm just going to tell you what I did and how literally my life has changed for the better. I had like 6 lashes on. It's been a struggle for us women because I cannot get my hair done. My nails, obviously I painted these like myself. A 5-year-old could say, oh, you painted those yourself? You definitely didn't get those done at the shop. Okay, 5-year-old. My personal spiritual journey, you know, where I decided to step out, go to church, started back in late October 2019. I was with my granny. I was like, Granny, let's just go to church. Like, we can make it to the 11 o'clock. And we went, we sit down. When I say the message was like disgustingly for me, like I was just looking up at the screen like, wow. Like, it was so on point. And I'm not even gonna say what it talked about, but it was so on point. After going to that service and realizing like, oh my goodness, this was so for me, I decided that I wanted to go every Sunday. Church was started like 11, but I wouldn't get there. This is like November. I wouldn't get there till like 11:30 because I'm like, the worship part isn't really for me. Like, everybody stand up, let's worship. I'm like, I don't know the words. I just really want to come here for the message. I don't need none else y'all talking about. When pastor would be like, all right, find 5 people to say, you know, God is for you or something like that, I'd just be like, I'm gonna sit. You know, I see y'all doing it. That's cool. I'm just gonna sit down. Don't worry about me, My parents would ask like, oh, can we go with you? And I'm just like, no, like, I really want to do this by myself. But one big thing that I've been starting to notice is like sharing the gospel, which is like, you know, sharing your experience and inviting people to church so that they could, you know, get a revelation, is that what it's called? Or just get an awakening for their own lives. So then I was like, okay, you guys can start going with me. Whatever. I signed up for the next steps or whatever to be more involved in church, which is just like small groups or like volunteering, basically serving. You know how there's ushers in church, or there's people that record the church, or there's people that greet you at the door. Like, all of those are services. That day that I went to church, I was like, okay, maybe I can try serving or whatever. So I like, after service is over, I go inquire about the different groups that I can join and things like that. And there was a creative arts group. And I was like, okay, creative arts, what's that about? And basically they told me that, you know, this is where the social media team meets up, whatever goes on social media, the videos, just everything creative. I'm just like, wow. I was kind of overwhelmed because I went to school, of course. Are you breaking down? Okay. I went to school for TV and film or whatever, where we learn, you know, camera, all these things I went to school for. And I was like, you know, this is fun, but I don't know exactly what I want to do in my life. So you have to go through 4 classes, step 1, 2, 3, and 4, before you can serve. So I went through my 4 classes. They're called Growth Track. And I'll link my church. If you're in the area, I definitely recommend you going. You can really find purpose there. I meet the creative arts team. They're very welcoming. This is like December at this point because, you know, I gotta go through 4 weeks of it. So basically, boom, I'm in the creative arts group now. I serve. Every Sunday I sit a service and then I serve a service. And serving in the creative arts can be something like recording the videos for social media, or getting B-roll of services, editing, all these things that I went to school for, but I never knew what I was gonna use it for. Christmas goes by, I'm no longer in the middle of the aisles, I'm no longer in the back, I'm in the front row, and I'm worshiping. Like I said earlier, I would get to church at like 11:30 because I'm like, I'm over the worship part. But that's what really makes you feel better, is worshiping. That sounds like such a strong word, but just singing along and like singing your pain out. It's also part of being a leader. Like once your family sees you going to church, they could be like, you know what, maybe I should go to church. Or once your family sees like you working out, they could be like, you know, I should start working out. And I think that my spiritual journey has been teaching me to become a leader and a set example for the people around me. I get my shadowing done. It's January, I'm feeling good. It's being around like-minded people, but also people that are deeper into their spiritual journey. So when I'm having a problem, like, how should I deal with this? They have the wisdom to be like, this is what you should do. Boom. It's February and I'm stepping more into purpose, and now I edit the stories for our church's Instagram. Even just the little things like that. Okay, editing a story for a church, like it doesn't seem big, but when you aren't really walking in purpose and every day you're trying to figure out what you're supposed to do, it really makes you feel good. Whenever you prioritize and put him really number one on your list, but at least top 3, really asking God for help before anything. Like right before I did this video, I'm like, give me the words, the strength to talk about exactly what you want me to talk about. And it's not easy hearing God's voice. I'm not saying like, oh, I asked this and then God's like, yep, say this. Like, no. But I'll tell you, I guess 3 ways to help build your faith. I think that if you want truth and you want purpose and you want to figure out, okay, what did I go to school for 4 years for? Or what's my next steps? Or I got all these talents, I don't know what to do with it. I think you really should seek God. And you're saying, Timara, how do you seek God? What is seeking God? The first way I would say is to download the Bible app and literally listen to it. Because for me, I think the Bible is a little difficult to read. It's a difficult piece of literature, but the more you read, the easier it becomes. Another way to help build your faith, the first one, and to seek God, the first one was to, download the Bible app and just listen to it sometimes when you're in the car. Whether you understand it or not, just take a little bit of time to listen to it. Second would be listen to worship music. And I know a lot of people know at least 2 songs. We clap our hands in the sanctuary, or presence of the Lord is here. If you only know 2 songs, you're like, I don't even listen to gospel music like that. Like, I don't like that. All I know is these 2 songs. Play those 2 songs over and over again. And just begin to praise and just like sing out all your pain. Like when we listen to Janae and we listen to Kodak, you know what I'm saying? Like it's very relatable, but at the same time, you have to realize that these people are expressing their feelings and their experiences through their music. And sometimes it could be relatable, like, yes, it's none of my concern anymore. But at the same time, like you're taking in their pain versus giving your pain away. It may make you cry, it may make you scream, but you're giving it all up to somebody that can actually make a difference, which is God. The third thing that you want to do to help seek God and to hear his voice and to build your faith is to pray. Pray. I can't stress it enough. Like I had so many prayers, like asking like, God, if this is for me, just let me know. Put it in a dream. Let me know if this is going to be for me now, or is it gonna be for me later? Like, will it ever be for me again? Whatever your prayer is, you need to pray, and God will reveal truth in that. It's a dialogue. That's what I've learned. And like I said, I'm only 6 months into my spiritual journey where I've been prioritizing God, listening to the word, praise and worship, and praying. These are like some steps in my spiritual journey. I'm doing all of this to go to my kitchen and eat some good food. One thing about it, I realized like a lot of Christians, they will be listening to Christian music and stuff like this. I'm like, at what point were you going from throw that in a circle, hey, throw that in a circle, to, where you are now? And I realized once you start feeding yourself with positive feed, the negative is more noticeable. So in the beginning, like, you're not really noticing all this negativity because you're around it. You see scandals all around you. But once you start feeding yourself with positive energy, that negative energy is so noticeable that you're going to push it out. Happy Easter!
Happy Easter!
What's up? Sorry, that was my dada. We play phone tag all the time, so I had to answer. Yeah, I just wanted to share you guys a little bit about my spiritual journey just because I feel so free. I feel like I'm walking into purpose more and more each day, and by no means am I perfect. Like, I still get angry, I still curse sometimes, you feel me? I still listen to the ratchetness of the ratchet, but I'm nowhere near where I used to be, and I'm no longer questioning what God is doing in my life. And the only thing that you can keep doing is seeking God, and you will be walking in purpose. You will find community. The truth will be revealed to you. Like, so many great things can happen if you just put a little bit more energy into trying to figure out what this world is all about. How did it start? How did I get here? How do you guys like my makeup though? Think that's cute? I'm just gonna add a little highlight. Somebody had put highlight on their ear, and I just thought that was so creative. Like, every angle of me, I'm shining, baby. I'm shining, whether you look at me from the side, the front, look, the back. I'm just kidding, that's ratchet. Okay guys, I've stepped into my Easter day fit. Would you guys like to see it? This, I'm thinking I kind of was feeling that ponytail. Look, so happy they can put their hair in a ponytail. That's what my haters are saying right now. No, but I am happy. This has been a journey. I guess I do half up, half down. Whatever, here is my outfit. Happy Easter! Shorty got the heels on. What you talking about? And I think the best way to try to figure out your purpose and what you're really supposed to be doing is just to try to seek your creator. Whoever you think your creator is, seek them so that they know, so that you know why you were created. I'm so at peace. I feel so good. I'm able to really let God do his work in my life. I know that God is ultimately my source of everything, source of love, income, happiness, joy. Like, God is my source and God is your source. But yeah, it's about health, it's about lifestyle, it's about focus. Happy Easter. It's Timara.